We're gonna hop in. Hobbins. Robinson. Excuse me. Hodginson. Claxton. Hodgins, or something like that, or Robbins. Now it's brought to why attention, because I was just sitting there. I was like, that does make sense, because I feel like that's gonna be someone's next go-to, because it's like we there's no way we're gonna allow this person to seem or be innocent. And even though someone knows that someone is innocent, it's just like they need something to go in a particular way, but they know it's like there's no way that we can do this. Somebody in an authority figure, somebody just don't want a truth to come out about them. Okay, somebody could literally be in love with like a transgender or whatever, like my heart belongs to this community, or somebody is very much so, or they could be part of the LGBT community. This is also them realizing all the funding has went to a particular community, and where it's been funding certain things, this was not the intent and how they were supposed to do this. So they take the initiative. Damn, don't let me find out that this is crimes against women, women and children, insurance policies, and then some, right? Yep, that's what it is. And someone's intent is being revealed. Damn, Sarah McBride. Damn. The truth. So someone could have felt like no one would have proof, but it came out on the 14th. So it was just like someone could have went through just to make sure, like, how someone could have been moving or what they were doing. This was even somebody in a political or a high stance where it's like, oh, they have these kids. Well, I'll take their kids and use. Somebody been literally using DCF to like adopt certain people's kids. They're figuring this out. Somebody's birthday could be August 4th or April 8th. Somebody's intent was to do this. Somebody's birthday could be December 8th, December 4th or 8th or 12th. The 8th or the 12th is very prevalent. And it's like, you're going to give me a kid. We're supposed to be married December 11th or November 11th or November 12th or something like that, 4th or 12th. And whoever this is like, well, this is our way to go ahead and have a kid and have our own family and things like that. And I can't believe you've been hiding those things and such like that. And like somebody could be a cop and another person could be just like in their emotions. And it's like, no one's supposed to know about this. We were supposed to use this fertility treatment but use this on women that they felt that was mentally estranged or have mental illness, and this was their way. Damn, don't tell me this is somebody in the LGBT community. Somebody could be a Fed, another person could be just in the industry or something like that, or somebody works federal, and then this is like somebody works undercover and they don't want nobody to know this, that somebody will get certain people pregnant, get them to act crazy, and then find ways to get them caught up in the system. And then like, say if they don't have support systems, they'll take those babies. Like this has been something ongoing. And then they'll take their babies and say it's a man that they could be in police. And then the other person could be a transsexual. And it's like, yeah, this is our way to have babies. Or, you know, the women that they would want to come a man and then the man becomes, you know, whatever. But this is something, but this is also government funding where they could see this shit's happening with the VA, government level, and federal level. Somebody could also been a person, that last nigga that I was dealing with, got you. But I ain't fit to sit there and do that. But it's like, oh, well, I didn't know that this kid did this, and we can take the baby and they'll be ours, or I could just kill them and get rid of this shit, and then I'll just have the kids from this person. But somebody is in the process trying to drive other people crazy. That's why I said this is somebody taking some shit too far. And then this is also getting a whole group of people that's going to get arrested. Somebody at 71, they gonna find out this shit about a relative or their family or something like that. And again, this is gonna piss somebody clean the fuck off. Like, you've been doing this shit for what? Like, somebody gonna listen. Somebody's family is gonna disown them to the core. Because it's like, yeah, you said that you were supposed to do this and then So that person went, I'm here, somebody said straight up to their face, so they wasn't telling no lie. You was over, somebody gonna figure out somebody is like a pathological fucking liar. But the other part of this is, this is like that motherfucker fuck with that police officer in Puerto Rico, so I'm pretty sure you doing it here. Like, this is like some situations where somebody could piss you off to a point where it's like, you keep on. You gonna have a target on your head and motherfucker ain't nowhere you can fucking run. Like, it's like, this is one of those situations, like, if I had to get fucking revenge, oh, I'm keeping you alive just to see every fucking thing. So you know, don't ever do that shit again. But the biggest part of this is a cop. Somebody is a cop, sheriff, judge, lawyer. Somebody is in government or federal position. Now, this is the thing. Because I posted on the community board, when a police officer or a sheriff is coming to you, they must always have their body cam on. And more often than not, where a lot of people know, if you are a person of color or there's a language barrier, they must always have that camera on, especially if there's cases there where they're dealing with children, like DCF calls, or if they're dealing with veterans that are in particular crisis. Now, a lot of people don't know that, but the biggest part of it is, especially if, say, somebody go ahead and try to pull a bullshit, or we got a warrant to search the premises, check your home. If you live alone, only 2 officers are allowed to enter the home, especially if it's for mental health, elderly, or certain things like that, because it's not meant to cause, like, say, if they're trying to claim it's a mental health or mental disorder, things like that. It's only meant for 2 people, and especially if you live alone. Anything over than that, that's an excessive amount of people. I bet Manface got 5 kids. I bet your bitch ass mom know that you suck more dick than a little bit. Find you something better to do. Let me make sure I get a screenshot of you too. Okay? Like, so when it's time for your ass to go fed, we can go ahead and back search and research you. Okay? That's why you touch on kids, weirdo. But the thing of it is, whenever they do this warrant, make sure that the camera is on red. When they're entering the home, you have a right to make sure that you record, they record, for both people's safety and security, that when it's time for it to go to law or legal, there can be no confusion. Their camera should be matching with what you have on your camera. You do have a right by law to record, especially if it's a search warrant, just to be sure. The biggest places that you got to make sure that you're watching them, your bathroom, counters, under the sink, closet where you got HVAC, certain where they can try to quote unquote say that they're planting drugs on you, so you can avoid that, trying to plant drugs on you or find weird things on you. You can make sure that you record that. At any given time that your phone is running into issues, make sure you screenshot your phone. Make sure that you can see that your Wi-Fi is working, your data is working, everything. You know that all your stuff, so you can build your record to know for a fact that, hey, I was not running into complications or anything, because those will be grounds for your case to go ahead and go federal. Also, those who come bring the warrant, you will have a right after they do their search or whatever the case may be. You make sure that either you get a lawyer or you do it yourself. You do the Freedom of Information Act. I'm telling you the truth now. You do the Freedom of Information Act on those 2 who come to your home with the search warrant. And also make sure that they give you a copy. If they avoid to give you a copy, just know that and then you figure out that they didn't want to give you a copy, you can go ahead and file a report to figure out why they didn't give you a copy, but you'll still get a copy of what it was that they actually were coming into your home to look for. Because at any given time that a police or a sheriff or somebody comes to your house about a search warrant, and more often than not, you shouldn't be really just dealing with them. They just should be there to make sure no one's coming in and out. You will deal more with, government or higher officials on that situation. But if they don't give you a copy of that, just know that it's very sketchy. So at that point, record everything to the T. Especially because you need to read what it is that they're coming to search your home. If they're not willing, actually, In certain instances, if you are very versed in law, they are not able to enter your home if they do not already have a copy of the warrant, the search warrant to you, because you're meant to have the copy of the search warrant. They're not meant to just sit there and just do as they please. They must give you a copy because you got to know exactly what they come do there. Because, they can go be seizing something and it's not even part of the search warrant in the first place. So you make sure that you get a copy of that. That for somebody in a situation, February 20th, or somebody's birthday is February 20th, they could have did this, but make sure that at any given time on a federal warrant, that these people don't give it to you. Get a Freedom of Information Act on those officers that come in. You get their name, that badge number, but as you're recording, even if they choose not to give it to you, you're recording at any given time where they try to pull out, you can't record this, da 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 da. That's a form of intimidation, meaning still push record. If they try to arrest you on that, that's still a form of intimidation, meaning it's an unlawful arrest, meaning you're still cooperating. So make sure you still record yourself. I am cooperating by law that they have entered my home. This is officer such and such, such and such. They brought this warrant or whatever. Shit, if you got streaming, you got access. Shit, everybody got social media platforms. So if you got access to go ahead and stream that, Facebook actually goes to the federal government. A lot of people don't know that. So meaning, even if it's your local state or your local county or your state, it actually will go and trigger the system federally, because now with the probe being open, it's going to send it federally, especially hashtag police, hashtag search warrant is going to go ahead and go up there to the federal government, okay? So that right there is always a ground to go and do that, and that'll allow them to go ahead and pay attention to that. Also, if they go ahead and try to do anything else to try to like gain control, it's an intimidation. If they try to lock you up and they try to keep you from like making a phone call, getting to attorneys, that right there will get every person on that law firm or anyone that came to your home, they will be under arrest effective immediately. Okay. This is also that is a form of harassment, especially if it's like, you're not doing anything, you don't go outside, you don't deal with people. If you run into the issue where it's like, well, we got complaints about this, and it's like, how you getting complaints about somebody who doesn't have friends? How you getting complaints from anywhere where it's like, well, here go my communication, things like that. Make sure you just have those forms for when it's time for you. Like I said, any officer that's coming to you, just make sure you get a Freedom of Information Release Act from these people, so you'll know if the officers coming to you, if they're trained, if there were complaints, if there were already things about the precinct, or like say if it's your local police station, the sheriff, you will know more or less what type of complaints that they had, and if they were, or if they're accustomed to doing these type of disruptions, are they accustomed to doing intimidation, harassment, bullying, stalking. You will already have grounds that, hey, now you can go ahead and sue them, the county, the state, and whoever. Also, after that thing happens, more often than not, they will usually stay away, but pay attention to your surroundings at that time, because they will try to do certain things. Like I said, intimidation, harassment, retaliation, they'll try to alliance with people within your community. And if they choose to do that, whistleblowing to them, but whatever it is, it will spark an investigation. And say if you feel like that they hack your phone or stuff like that, you could go to the public library, you can go to your phone company, you can go to those things and make sure that you send the information to the federal, especially if your state is not responding to it, send it federal. Okay, somebody needs to know that. All right. Also, if your news stations is not bought out or whatever, you can tell by the way the response is. Take it to the news. But in state of Florida, you got to be very mindful who's friends with who. Then you'll more or less know that they are working, collaborating together to just try to get certain things. And that at that point, you are a target or a person of interest of them to suppress certain things. And also that is a form of abuse of power, abuse of law. Is someone doing a form of intimidation, which that can cost you your life. So you just got to make sure that you get the information to the right people, okay? Somebody is like, damn. I can literally hear somebody say, how the fuck would they know? Just always know, if the camera is flashing green, they do not have the camera on. It's on standby. So meaning they do not have the camera on. I don't care if it's just for you to get a traffic stop, pull over. If that camera is showing green, because most people, they be thinking people be dumb because they be like, well, shit, if they think it's green, that means they feel like it's on. No, it's recording when it's red. When it's red, it's fully recording. When it's on green, it's on standby. Okay? Somebody remember that shit. Also be mindful, like if they you know what I'm saying, especially if they don't have no warrant and they talk about, oh, we're just here to talk to you. Can you have your camera on, please? Because basically they're entering like your home once they, you know, open the door and they put their foot in the doorway. That's illegal. Like, know y'all laws, know y'all rights. Because these will be people that will try to violate and try to step their foot into your doorway. As soon as a police officer do that, and there's no real grounds for them to, you know, do that, no suitable reason, no real fucking warrant, no, you know, things like that. Oh, we're just here to check on your well-being. I'm okay. Thank you. Anything else? No. That's the end of discussion. That's the end of discussion. They do anything past that, that is abuse, that is harassment, and at that point you have grounds to go ahead to start a lawsuit. Because then that's a form of intimidation, that's aggression. And especially if you're not, you know, you're not showing aggression, shit. Even then, when you get ready to open the door and you're a person of color, please make sure you have your camera on record. Because they going to sit there and try to pull some hearsay. They could put whatever it is that they want in that fucking paperwork. So you can avoid that mix up of them trying to say, oh, you said this, you said that. Who is it? Police? Press record. By law, you can do that. Okay? Somebody was really just, somebody's like, you're destined. Like, somebody thought they was going to do something on the back end, like very hateful and real hasty. Somebody could be an Aries. Somebody's birthday is April 10th or 18th. For somebody, this is a police officer that was doing an illegal investigation on somebody. They may have did this on September 18th or their birthday. They could have got clearance from somebody whose birthday between September 4th to the 18th. But unbeknownst to this person, they were under a private investigator been watching them since last October. And then they've been probing into this person since January. So for somebody, if some police officers come to you, somebody, their birthday could be in October, January, or something like that. If a police officer do approach you, don't get concerned because there's a private investigator that is watching for somebody. You have a camera installed, like whoever this investigator is that's watching them, there's cameras installed somewhere near either your front entrance, your room door, somewhere. So whatever it is that somebody's going to be attempting to do this, is going to be recorded. Okay, it's going to be recorded in the craziest way. So somebody is going to be recording, like, I'm getting like misconduct. Somebody's trying to catch somebody doing misconduct. Not the civilian, but whoever the federal person is, this cop, this lawyer. Also, it's a judge or somebody that's supposed to be bringing you something. And it's showing more or less, damn, somebody is doing something that they're paying people and they're catching every single person that they've paid so far. This shit is going to pan out very bad because whoever somebody could have recently partnered with, whoever this person in authority just recently partner up or try to gather together to do something, is catching up to them. Also, I'm getting an authority figure. Somebody could literally be part of the LGBT community, which is, I feel like this bus is basically figuring out the funding. So homeless funding, women and children. Oh, this shit is bad. A church is getting looked into. It's 10 churches. They got 10 churches on the board. They got 9 police officers or 9 counties. 5 psychiatrists or psychologists. It's literally 9 churches or so like that. Pastors, ministers. They're tying them to something too. Somebody could be attempted to try to install something. Something fit to come to light in the craziest way. But it already did. So today is the what? The 20th? Oh, it's the 21st. Damn. So it's been verified. So when it being verified, it's about to be solidified. So whatever somebody's attack that they're planning to do, because whoever made this stupid, what is it called? Clapped cheeks, whoever that person was with the Diddy one. So clearly they fucking Puerto Rican or some shit like that. That was the stupidest thing somebody could have did. They're seeing this partner. That person is October 3rd, October 18th. Cinco de Mayo. So we got Illinois. We got Tennessee. We got North Carolina. Georgia, Tennessee, Florida. Michigan. Heavy on the Michigan and Texas. We got Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Mexico, Mississippi, New York City, Nashville, Clarksville, Jersey, Texas again. Brazil. So with these places, somebody's name could be Whitney or Whitley or some shit like that. And whatever this is also getting like amusement park, the Wolf Lodge or Lounge, Disney, Universal Studios, Six Flags. Some type of go-kart place? Or something with go-karts there. It's coming to light. We got real estate companies. Somebody is being found to be a racist. Whoever birthday is June 13th. Somebody made another racial slur. They may have thought nobody was going to hear them. June 2nd, somebody could have recorded what somebody said June 2nd, June 16th, or June 18th. Somebody recorded it. January 6th, 8th, or the 16th. Somebody recorded somebody saying something real derogatory about someone. Somebody's like, should I send it? Somebody's about to send it. Lucinda, Cindy. Confirmation. Somebody could be 24, 42 years old, 24 or 42, or February 4th. They got a picture or proof about somebody being at their home or doing something with them. I'm like, I'm getting somebody to say, I'm going to send proof of us being together too. Something about 4th of July. Or when somebody is like, why did you lie? April 4th or the 21st, it's like somebody was on vacation and they got proof of them meeting up with each other, or somebody flying them to come meet them, or doing something else. And it's like, you was trying to keep me a secret. I'm getting somebody saying you are already out the closet, but you're over here doing this, and it's like, but it's my job. And you want this, like, this is crazy. I got you the home, right? They meant nothing to me. It was just that. It was part of the job. You know that this was part of the job. I had to be creative with what it was that I was doing. I have to pretend that I was loving them, and I really love you. How much more do I need to prove to you? Didn't I take you on that cruise? Somebody's about to do some shit. But it's like, whoever this is, this person already leaked this to some people that are in a crew or a group. But it's like the person who's leaking this person about what it is that they really fucking do, they're leaking it to another group of person, and they're going to try to blame it on somebody else, saying they're the ones that said that you were this or that, and it's really them. And then they already set them up with like something about the 13th, the 14th. So July 13th or 14th, somebody sold somebody out in the worst way. The 4th of July as well. It's like, oh, you thought you was about to go over there. Shit, somebody making chaos or drama in somebody else's life. And it's like, well, while I'm doing this over here, July 18th, somebody could be a Cancer. Somebody could be like 35 or 53 years old. Somebody's birthday could be October 19th. Somebody could be 53. Definitely 53. Or somebody born in 1953. Somebody could be 21. Or somebody that they've been with since 2012. 92. August 16th. February 21st. May 6th. June 4th. Some here, you ain't for to play with me no more. Somebody's about to send in proof or evidence, and they're going to set them up. Somebody set somebody up in the craziest way. It restores balance. June 11th. But this is also revealing somebody, I guess somebody figure out and telling the truth about that shit in fucking July. Something about Manetti, or something about a machete. Somebody's about to experience judgment. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something is drying up. Something ain't going to be able to go no more. An Aquarius or Aries, Cancer. Somebody could probably do what it is that I do or something like that. But it's like they got receipts about a party, music industry or something like that. Somebody for the leak it. Also about something with weapons or machete. Also something about some kids and maturity. Something about pregnancy, about taking money, about misleading a situation, about holding on and spending someone's money and not giving it to them. Something about a zoo. Somebody about messing with somebody's ex-spouse, or was actually connecting with their ex-spouse to do what it is that they were doing, of why they was running around, something like emotional thing. And then they'll go back and go tell like a group of men or a group of women. So this is like a gay group or a lesbian group. This is also someone who lied toward somebody in the courtroom to help another group. Also somebody's family too, because they realized that all these people were against them. So somebody's seen it as a benefit. Somebody took it personally. Somebody felt that they had victory and success, like they wanted to cause injury to this. This is also someone not realizing that people that they work with this. Also somebody realizing that on the backhand about somebody's aunt or uncle or family or relatives that were doing something. Somebody that they worked with. Law firm. Somebody didn't know that this person had ties to the military and law as well. So it's like a whole group of people that had their own ties to police, feds, lawyers, and stuff like that to play along with this paperwork. Somebody was trying to convince a female was trying to convince other females to go along with this. We got Oshun, Shango, Yemaya, Ogun. Somebody could have intercepted or tried to block or go cold or ghost on a communication or something like that. With a mechanic, we got an Air Force or a Navy person that took off with something that was part of blocking a new beginning for somebody or a business endeavor. Yeah. They were reporting back to the military group or a mother figure that they realized that was in the, okay, so this mother figure was the person that got this person that's in the military that could have been, so this person that's in the military to get a new beginning, they could be Air Force, Navy, or a Pathfinder or a Marine to go ahead and kill somebody. They knew this. They could have also knew about the person from some type of social media or somebody that's very quick about doing something, that they'll be the person to do this. Like this was like somebody who was planning that if they were supposed to meet with you that day, they were supposed to come do something to you. I'm hearing the R word, take you, kidnap you, and then unalive you or drop you off at a hospital or something like that. Like the truth is coming out. Also about somebody manipulating some test results to say somebody had like chlamydia, gonorrhea, STD, HIV, like somebody was paying someone to do that. But they were watching a particular person because somebody could have burned a lot of people or gave something to a lot of people. A lot of unwarranted things. A school teacher, a lawyer. Somebody has ties to like Arizona, CIA, military, or something like that. Those are usually like federal government. Home health care, Medicaid. Some lies are discovered. Somebody realized how deep somebody's lies went. These lies went too deep. This is leading back to a church. Like somebody is watching this shit. As people are watching this, people are gaining more wisdom and clarity about something. Somebody is watching. Someone may feel like that they got full control over someone's social media or phone or something like that, and they don't. Because I feel like the longer somebody keep doing this, the more, the more they're going to keep seeing more and more and more, because somebody could be like tied it, like somebody, whoever could be like screen recording the phone, they could be on like the black web at the same time. And then while they're on the back end of the situation, it's causing them to see the conversations that they could have, they wait like an hour or two, between like 4 to 5 hours before they just clear up the back thing of those things. And whatever it is on that delay, whoever the Cancer person is in this Aquarius are the main people that they see. These are the main two that just recently purchased another hitman. Carter Cuthers. Someone wanted to keep something undercover. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. A couple that they got caught red-handed. They're about, if they haven't got caught, they're about to. Because someone feel like, oh, okay, well, she's saying it right now. We're going to wait until the 31st to do this. Okay. You're going to get caught. Somebody could be a nurse. Somebody could be military. Somebody going to get caught. This preacher, this lawyer, this judge that's been given a runaround from somebody else. Gaslighting, stalking, abusing, or whatever. They found the money. And somebody's money getting traced to some kids, a death, an insurance policy, a hospital, some guns, a music industry, and somebody to give some type of false prophecy. And whatever this is, ooh-wee. So now somebody going to face a major class action suit. Especially, I'm getting like a LabCorp, Quest Labs. This could even be the fucking military. But it's like a professional. Somebody going, I'm also getting a hospital, a women's clinic, or a clinic in general. Also, something about somebody not reporting statistics or calling the people of who could have got something done. And then a surgeon, a medical surgeon, that's getting caught up with young boys. A mechanic that could have had ties to the military, Veterans Affairs, or government. Somebody could also be paying a poacher, a Taurus female, a Taurus or an Aries female. They could be paying for a poacher, meaning a person that will hunt another fucking human being to try to unalive them. Yep. This doctor got an idea to do that, or a practitioner, or they paid a practitioner to do this, but somebody's money ran dry. Mere money talks, but somebody can't afford, because I feel like the price went up. Whoever this person is in the music industry. Somebody could be riding around in a particular type of Ford. It could be red, white, blue, or a green Ford. Somebody could be wearing cheetah print, something about a vase, or somebody could have like a cup that's like red or something like that, a mug or something. Somebody could be wearing like glasses or goggles, like a flashlight. So someone plans to do something at night. Anyone that knows anytime you're getting served with particular things, it must be conducted between 9 and 5 p.m. Anything after that, that is illegal, okay? Unless it's like really like a serious emergency call of somebody calling like, hey, it was a disturbance or something like that. For somebody, be mindful that somebody could be impersonating a situation. Somebody could be a head of something. Somebody could be a gang. Somebody could be something. I'm hearing men down. Someone could be upset because somebody is not on drugs, or somebody could have a bad trip. Somebody could be a Pisces or a Pisces, an Aries. Somebody's birthday is like February, March, or April. Somebody could be like 41. There's somebody, it's about 3 people just telling it. I'm getting 3 people like, I don't want no parts of this shit. Fuck this. Jacob's Ladder. So somebody could be telling it on their own group. Somebody could be Mason. Somebody could be an Eastern Star. Jacob's Ladder. Whoever recently paid for the hitman. How you gonna pay for the hitman and then try to snitch on people? Somebody could be an Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Man or woman. Because there's a whole bunch of people in the rainbow community playing in this shit. It's a whole lot of them. For somebody, it's about up to 10 people telling on a masculine. And a mother figure, a father figure, or a husband. Somebody's a husband. Somebody did something to some kids. And it's a man. That ain't for the playing out well. Whoever this Virgo person is, are they covering up this with a nurse? A nursing home? Home health? Bones. What's the name of that restaurant? bonefish, a fish bone or some shit like that, bonefish or something. Somebody work in that place. Somebody could also work as a butcher. A Leo. Eight men in a church. This minister or pastor has some kind of like thing to do with a mechanic shop and some military and government people, but it's a man. A male doctor, a cop, and a male gang member. Somebody could also play the keyboard or piano. Pasante, Pizarro, Polanco, Pancho, Pacheco, or some shit like that. It started with a P. Somebody could either been born in the 90s or something that they did in the 90s. Because I'm hearing that song, shit, you down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Other people's property. So somebody could be stealing, or other people, or they could be sleeping with other people's spouses. They could have been like part of an entourage. Something about an old gun charge or old gun trafficking or something like that 5 years ago. Somebody could be in their 50s. Somebody be lying about their age. Somebody could be looking younger, but they're older. Somebody about to get somebody in their thoughts about somebody bringing up a situation. It's getting brought up. Somebody about to something is about to be leaked about an older dude with a younger dude and test results. I mean, you remember what happened a long time ago? You the one that got sick, and then you called me to be there. You didn't call that bitch. Somebody about to do some messy ass shit, and it's gonna open up a case about some other. Oh, so somebody gonna like low key tell on themselves to tell on somebody else, but it's like telling on themselves is gonna tell on a bunch of cops. It's gonna tell on. This is like a person that, like, say if this is a transgender dude trying to be a woman, right? This person must have slept with a lot of fucking cops on the low. And when they did or whatever, it's like somebody either said something that rubbed them wrong. And they've been getting, like, when I say they get money off these people, they get money off of them. It's like keeping quiet, but it's like something is like, well, you ain't for to force me to keep fucking quiet if I ain't gonna get the shit that I need from it. But somebody made like a particular comment towards this person, and whatever fucking comment this is, this person somebody could be a chief, somebody could be Native American, or it could be like you know, that I want to say that's from Puerto Rico or Spain. Somebody has that type of sticker, or NRA. Somebody like to have particular stickers on their car. But whoever these people are, this person got footage. Whether these men know this or not, this particular, damn, this person went as far as trying to make it seem like somebody's last name could be Navarez. Nova, Navari, Nova. Leah, Aaliyah, Elena. Sophia, whoever these names is, somebody got proof and evidence about them messing with some kids, young dudes, a lawyer, somebody, you know how like they do what they call it, where them people be dressing up in them furry costumes and shit. Somebody got somebody wearing that, or what, putting on a mask just to do something. Somebody got a video of that. Somebody got a video of them meeting up at a train station or at the bathroom or something like that, or meeting up behind like somewhere where they thought it was secluded, but it got like a big wall, or near a farm or some shit like that. Somebody got footage of them there. Somebody got footage of them meeting up under like a fruit tree or something like that. Somebody got it was either real cloudy or the sun was setting or something like that. Like voyeurism. Somebody could have did something like at a construction site or some shit like that, like voyeurism, but somebody got proof and evidence of this shit, of them doing this with people. But they didn't know that this person was there, or it was them doing it with these people. Should I remember? A person could be a Cancer Leo, because we got July, August, a Taurus, a Gemini, and a March Pisces. Somebody got proof of this shit too. A transgender also tried to record somebody trying to but they did it. But they about to make about 2 officers or somebody else take the fall for this shit. Because somebody, I don't know, do they know how to edit? Somebody's name could be Eddie or Edie. Somebody got proof of them meeting up with a doctor. Somebody at the school board, a military person. Something about at a lake, river, or the ocean, the zoo. Somebody could be offended or pissed off at somebody, like, you wanted me to have a fucking kid with you? Or it's like somebody caught on to somebody's scam too, or somebody that's transgender brought back some type of information to who. I feel like these people are accustomed to scamming, but I feel like somebody didn't, they knew, and I don't feel like they really cared. But something was done. But this transgender is a female that's just in the fucking world. Like, they shot out. Like, they don't give a fuck, okay? But it's like 3 transgender or somebody, 2 transgender, a gay person, and then these 2 fucking females. Whoever the fuck they got proof. Now, to say that they already turned this in or whatever the case may be, because maybe some of these motherfuckers acting real fucking cocky about the shit. And whatever it is, it must have enriched who it needed to reach. Especially if it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female. Or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius man. It enriched where it needs to. A Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo man or woman. It enriched where they want it to go to. Today's the 21st, right? This Gemini, Libra, Aquarius fit to drop something today, or they could have dropped it at midnight. Something about the Dodgers. Somebody is a Dodgers fan. June birthday or a September birthday. Somebody could be a Dodgers or a Phillies fan. This don't look good at all. A street gang member with a police officer. This not looking good. Something not looking good. It ain't none of my motherfucking business, because somebody trying to be in my business, but it's like, I ain't trying to be in y'all business, because whatever the fuck this is, It don't look safe. Cause somebody ain't making something out of some shit alive. And it's getting real heavy on a May situation. Somebody ain't getting out of situation alive. Somebody could be born in 62. Somebody could be 62 years old. Somebody could be 52 years old. So somebody could be born between 1970 and 1978. Whoo-wee. This don't look good. Cause I'm getting something's gonna happen, and where it fucking happened, I'm getting somebody thinking in their head like, damn, why I didn't do something on that day. Cause something about April, something clicked in somebody's head that they knew they shouldn't have did anything. Somebody is aware about awareness power January 8th. Because for me personally, I don't care. I just, certain things you're going to remember. But somebody is transgender. Somebody gay. But it's the one that wants to dress like a woman. But then it's also is looking like on a federal level. And I posted that shit on a community board. If they look into the financials of this situation, like I said, they already got the proof. I feel like it was verifying, clarity, now action. And with this situation, it's like somebody could be watching a certain thing and it's like, let's see if they're going to do it. They're going to do it. But it's like, oh, damn, this is big on every level. This ain't the time to be a fucking criminal. This ain't the time to be a dirty fucking fed at all. I wouldn't even want to be caught being a dirty fucking politician right now. Should they sit here looking at some church people like, I'm seeing somebody fucking face is like hitting the ground like, is this a church person? This is a church person. Like I'm just seeing somebody either in their car and something, like if a person ain't paying attention and you don't know if you walk past a federal person or something like that, and say like for instance you go to the grocery store or some shit and somebody could have got intel detail, like I'm getting like somebody accidentally, like say if you was in the grocery store, right? And you was looking at some food and randomly you bumped into a person. Someone's like, oh, excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to. You okay? Because I'm getting like somebody could have bumped into somebody by accident. It was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And unbeknownst to them, it was something. Damn, somebody didn't even know that a wire or a cord, it was so fucking small that they got so much fucking evidence that day. And whatever the fuck they caught on that person, whatever somebody caught somebody talking about that fucking day, because even if it to the naked eye, you wouldn't even realize it. Like that would literally require for somebody to go back through their clothes. But this is a person that would just buy shit every fucking day, and they probably got like maids or other people that clean their clothes, fold them, and put it up. But even then, even if it was something found on there, I don't think that somebody's housing staff, or people who do that shit would have even said anything. Because I'm literally low-key, I'm getting somebody could have been fucking tired of these folks anyway, because somebody said something crazy and they could have confronted one of the spouses, and it's like, oh, they meant nothing by it. Yes, the fuck they have. They've been saying this shit. Somebody been working for somebody between 4 to 11 years or 4 to 11 months. And it's just like, so nobody's going to do anything about this shit. And whatever the fuck this person had, it was enough to back up a lot more shit than whatever it is that person could have found on somebody's clothes whenever they was cleaning or folding or like cleaning out or doing like, the maintenance of picking up some shit. And whatever the fuck somebody fucking found on it, it was just like, because this is some deep shit. Because I'm thinking anything at this point, someone keep planning. I feel like at this point, it's going to be considered like not only defamation, this is harassment. This is a murder charge. This is bad. Right now, they're looking at them to do something between 4 to 11 people. But they are already looking at a financial institute, a medical institute, government and federal. Somebody could be looking into a university or some colleges. A community or residential place. A women's group. Somebody's looking into a neurosurgeon. This shit put somebody down a fucking rabbit hole. Because it's like, I'm getting somebody saying, ain't no fucking way, bro. Because the message that I gave earlier about somebody trying to do something, it was like, well, shit, we can give it to them. But once we do this shit, well, we got to make sure everybody's set in place. Because I'm getting somebody trying to make sure people are set in place. And more often than not, Wednesdays, for particular construction trucks, they usually run around Wednesdays and Fridays, more often than not. Thursdays is the exception if there is, if you pay attention to the physical years. I said physical year, physical pay dates of when the state is giving funding for them to fix the pavement or like highways or local places. That shit will tell you when certain cement, concrete, walls, architectures, surveyors and stuff like that. It'll tell you what days more often than not when they're out. Okay? No different than like appraisers, HOA and shit like that. Somebody thought they could get away with this shit. It's patterns. It's behaviors. This is like someone, well, we could switch it up. But ain't no fucking switch it up. This shit been like this for like years. Okay? Whoever this person born in 62 or 72, they already facing fucking 20 years. It's just like somebody's trying to see if they gonna do one more fucking act. It's literally somebody's situation. It's a group of people, an organization, some relatives and people, some in-laws, something, some gangs or something. It's literally it's already on the table. Like I'm getting somebody already having the paperwork ready for this shit to be 20 years. For somebody, it's like 50 years off the rip. But they make one more action. This person is literally facing life or the injection. I'm not 100% sure what the fuck you got to do to get the injection. I mean, outside of doing some heinous shit, yeah. July 17th, somebody did some shit. Whoever did something on July 17th, May 18th, last July, June, July, or September, they're going to be facing 52 years. June 20th or July 20th, somebody going to be literally facing 52 years. God damn. I'm also hearing like somebody's situation where it's like either accessory to the crime or guilty by association. Whichever charge that they're going to be charging someone with, right? I would hate to be whoever the fuck this is. The accessory to the crime or this guilty by association. And I'm getting like, this is like motherfuckers just saying, hey, I saw such and such, or that somebody literally off the rip I'm hearing someone say, you know, with the fact that you already just know about this is 18 years. But somebody know that it could be like 6 years. So like certain white collar crimes can literally get you like 6 years. Off the rip of whatever this crime is 18 years. Whoever could have been working with somebody born in 72 and it was like to do something, either mirror or phone or do something like that, or accessory to a crime, or guilty by association, something where it's usually like 6 years is 18 years. Because I'm getting like literally somebody could be literally expecting to hear them say, oh, maybe it's just going to be 1 year to 6 years. It's 18 years. Now, the thing of it is, I'm hearing if they find something else, either in somebody's search engine, database, or in their cache, or whenever they get ready to do whatever it is that they're about to do, somebody literally will be like 50 years or plus, where something is literally like no bullshit, certain hacking shit, you can literally get 2 to 6 years. First offense, it just depends on what judge you get. However, how far this went is 18 years. I feel somebody's not going to be expecting that. For somebody, if they worked with a couple or church or something like that, somebody going to get 24 years, 24, 25 years. They're going to add on another 3 years if they find out that somebody partnered up with somebody outside of this couple or this church. If they find out that somebody partnered up with 2 other organizations, I'm getting is 3 years for one in particular, and a year added on to whatever it is that they did with these 2 other organizations. Damn, somebody can get consecutive lifetimes. Something that was done on March 21st. Something is concluded that was done from July 3rd to the 21st. Whatever it is that they conclude today, this is 18, 6, that's 24, 27. Somebody's literally 2 days away from something to occur. Something is literally 2 days away from occurring. Somebody's 52 and they got a particular business that's about to get raided. Because someone keeps watching something, or somebody from a particular organization keep going somewhere or doing something. Yep. Somebody born in 95. '95, '96, somebody's caught having relations with somebody since November, or their birthday is in November. It's the truth. Yesterday got the proof. Somebody born in 72 could be upset about something. Somebody's heart and money. It's coming. This is going to be a bad situation. A news reporter is about to get caught up. For somebody, you know how like somebody could be saying on the record or off the record. Somebody born in 82. Something didn't sit morally right with somebody, and something that didn't sit morally right with somebody born in 67, 76, or 1982. They gave up the information because it's like on the record or off the record, but it shit. They found a creative ass fucking way to give it up though, and it's telling on a couple too. Something just didn't. You know, some people be getting the conscious. You know, sometimes, not always, but somebody. Because I'm hearing somebody finally say, however, what if it's me and it happened to me before? I just something going on, but somebody leaked this shit. May 21st. Also, somebody been playing that shit off real cool about whatever it was that they were rehearsing back on February 3rd on this couple that they participated with in June or in April 18th in precise. Also, somebody told on a platoon or a platoon song, or somebody failed to report. Somebody failed to report something. Balance, triumph, and truth. Communication. Somebody's not able to provide proof. Where somebody wasn't able to provide proof, somebody did. Somebody got the revised. Somebody revised something. And somebody found the proof. I might turn this shit in yesterday because I'm not going down for no crazy ass shit. Somebody had the truth because it was like, it's the truth though. Last year is catching up to right now. But I'm also getting something from 2020 up to current. We got 2020, 2022, 2023. And this year. I would. Whatever this is, it's going to restore balance. November 20th. May 3rd. November 5th, the 21st. The 2nd, the 22nd. Somebody can be 43, 53, 54, 43 or 45. $405. 405, 405. 405 is Oklahoma City, I reckon. If I'm not mistaken, 405 is Oklahoma City. Somebody born in 72, something about a cost of 405 area code. I'm just curious if he's doing this in sections, but he's not. But to each his own. Something about March. Something was discovered. April, it was supposed to be verified. The 7th or the 14th. Or in May. R. Red Roof Inn. Somebody could be at the Red Roof Inn or at some type of inn. Somebody could be 24 or 42. Somebody could be a male with blonde hair, brown hair, a ginger. Griffith, Godfrey. Real estate, 2 lawyers or judge or 2 courthouses. Something is flagged. Something is flagged from last August or July and January, February, April, and this month. Something that somebody sent in on July 3rd is causing something to be flagged. So I'm getting somebody literally saying, let me see what they're going to do. Somebody's waiting for something to come back from July 14th. Or something is missing. Somebody got proof of somebody celebrating. Something is about to be frozen. Frozen assets. I'm going to leave that there because it's getting sticky. But somebody is literally... Here, let's see what they do. I'm seeing somebody see, okay, oh, whoever this UPS, postal service, or FedEx worker, they're testing all 3 of them just to see what they do. Whoever take it is going to have residue on them. Somebody going to get pulled over, and I'm hearing, I need to see your hands. Am I arrested or something? No. It just looked like something's wrong with your hands. And somebody going to be like, where did this come from? That's how somebody going to know. It's like, oh, no, just make sure you wash your hands. Somebody going to sit there and run their shit. And whatever it is they going to run, that next day, it's going to be like either they going to choose to pick them up at their home or they going to pick them up from work. Because somebody going to run their mouth like, yeah, I just literally just work up the street or whatever. And it's like, oh, yeah, really? Somebody just... It's like, yeah, okay, you the motherfucker that been stealing this shit. Somebody putting shit on something just to see who been stealing it. And it's already been proven. It's already been proven. So, around 3. So my birthday is March 13th. April 3rd or 13th or something like that. Somebody accepted something. They just didn't know. They could have did this like low-key a while ago. So I was like, well, shit, maybe I should put some gloves on. It's like, no, motherfuckers, it's cameras at this point. Well, maybe we could turn it off. We get somebody asking them, well, can I see what footage that you do have? And they're going to see somebody had turned off the camera at a particular time. And whatever time they turn off that camera, I feel like I'm hearing lottie-dottie everybody because I'm hearing somebody, they're going to clock that shit. They're going to see if somebody going to turn off their fucking cameras. They turn off them cameras. I'm getting like, they're going to arrest every fucking body. Because it's like somebody feel like, oh, we can outsmart it here. It's like, shit, you using me ain't going to be the benefit to help you in none of this shit. At any chance, it's actually still taking you down one way or another because you're trying to outsmart the system in itself and then outsmart someone else and then try to be 3 to 10 steps ahead of that person. You're already still behind. June 20th, March 7th, June 3rd, January 4th or April 1st. The truth. The proof is here. Somebody gonna feel like they outsmarted it. It's just like, nah, we just want to see what you do so we know exactly who. I'm hearing somebody saying we're gonna know exactly who we're arresting. The person they're gonna have to take full accountability is the residential managers, the investors or something like that, property owners, whoever. It's them first, and then they're gonna go after CMA or some shit like that. Something for to go down in the worst way, because it's like, instead of you fixing that situation that day, you allowed it to keep running, right? So you're guilty by association. You're accessory to the crime. So instead of you saying, hey, you're fired, you can't work here no more, you allow them to stay, right? Right, okay. Did you know about that envelope, right? Yeah, but we put it into a... Okay, that's like taking somebody's shit and put it in an escrow, but is it yours to put in escrow? No. Okay. Anyway, because whoever turned their head for the day, that ain't the greatest thing to do.